Most people spend their entire lives working for money, yet very few ever reach the moment where money starts working just as hard for them. The sad reality is that most people quit long before they get there. They assume investing doesn't work. They tell themselves they don't earn enough. They convince themselves that wealthy people simply had better opportunities. But that's rarely the truth. For decades, some of the world's most successful investors have repeated the same idea: the first $100,000 is the hardest. Not because there's anything magical about that number, but because reaching it means you've survived the toughest stage of building wealth. It's the point where discipline begins replacing motivation, consistency starts paying off, and your money slowly begins carrying part of the load. So why is that first milestone so difficult? And why do so many people who finally reach it say everything starts feeling different afterwards? Let's break it down. We live in a world that rewards speed. Food arrives in minutes. Movies begin instantly. Packages appear on our doorstep the next day. We've become so used to immediate results that we unconsciously expect our finances to behave the same way. Then reality hits. You invest for a year and your account barely seems to move. You save every month, yet an unexpected expense wipes out weeks of progress. You start wondering whether all the sacrifices are even worth it. This is the exact moment when most people walk away, not because investing failed, but because they expected it to feel exciting. The truth is that building wealth is surprisingly ordinary. It's repeating small financial decisions so many times that they eventually become part of who you are. Choosing to invest before you spend. Saying no to purchases that don't improve your future. Increasing your investments instead of increasing your lifestyle every time your income grows. None of those choices are dramatic. In fact, they're often boring. And that's exactly why they work. The habits that build wealth rarely look impressive on a daily basis, but over years they become life-changing. Think about learning a new language. During the first few months, you memorize words, study grammar and practice conversations, yet you still struggle to hold a simple discussion. It feels as though all your effort is producing very little progress. Then one day, without even noticing when it happened, you begin understanding entire conversations. You stop translating every sentence in your head. What once felt impossible starts feeling natural. Building wealth follows the same pattern. At first, you're not just growing your investments, you're training your mind. You're teaching yourself patience in a world built on instant gratification. You're developing habits that most people never stick with long enough to benefit from. Those habits become automatic long before your investment account reflects them. Eventually, something remarkable begins to happen. Your portfolio becomes large enough that investment returns begin making a meaningful contribution. Instead of relying entirely on your monthly savings, your existing investments begin producing more wealth on their own. Every gain creates the opportunity for another gain. That's the quiet power of compound growth. Imagine investing $100,000 that earns a 10% annual return. That's $10,000 generated without working extra shifts or asking for a pay rise. As your investments continue growing, those returns have the potential to become even larger because they're working from a bigger base. Over time, there may come a point where your investments earn more in a year than you're personally able to save. That's the turning point people are talking about. Not because $100,000 changes your life overnight, but because momentum starts replacing pure effort. Here's something many people misunderstand. You don't need $100,000 before investing becomes worthwhile. For some people, meaningful momentum starts much earlier. For others, it takes longer. The exact number isn't the lesson. The lesson is refusing to quit during the stage where success is still invisible. Every self-made millionaire has experienced this phase. They questioned whether it was worth continuing. They watched others spend freely while they quietly invested. The difference wasn't that they never doubted themselves. The difference was that they kept going anyway. If your investment account still feels small today, don't let that discourage you. Every contribution is doing more than buying shares or ETFs. It's strengthening your financial habits. It's building confidence. It's proving to yourself that you can consistently invest in your future, even when the rewards aren't immediate. One day you'll look back and realize the hardest part wasn't earning your first $100,000. The hardest part was believing in a process that hadn't rewarded you yet. And that's exactly what separates those who dream about wealth from those who eventually achieve it. Before you go, ask yourself, what financial decision can I make today that my future self will thank me for? If this video inspired you, like and subscribe to Empowerment. Every click helps us spread the mindset that changes lives. Empowerment. Build yourself, build wealth.